Right.
And
No, it's a really important point, and in fact, it was where I was going to go next, Laisha, is that we are all believers. We know that, but Jim is on the panel with us as a CEO of a large organization who made an early commitment. The problem is really not, or the opportunity is not talking to people in this room, but talking to all the people who aren't in this room, right? And one of our partners in some of these initiatives we've been talking about on the panel is an alliance called the Committee to Encourage Corporate Philanthropy. And they recently did a survey and said that 94% of CEOs say they're directly involved in the decisions that are made around using time, talent, and resources of their organization for sort of the greater good, if you will. But Jim, that being the case, there still are just a ton of companies who are not in the game, and particularly not able to see the leveraged investment nature around service. What do you think are the big barriers here? I mean, why is it still kind of a great core group of companies going forward? Obviously, our initiative was intended to widen the tent, but what are the key barriers, and what do we need to be doing about it?
Well, I just think it's the whole challenge of making choices and then people feeling that these things are mutually exclusive. And that's why I like to go to that integration thought. It's not, should I do this or this other business activity that I know is actually going to help produce profits? It's, if I do this, i.e. service, that's going to enable my recruitment, my retention, my excitement, my ability to get to the hearts and minds of my people and get their passion. And then they're going to be able to actually produce more value as they engage in this other activity. But I think it's trying to market that message that service should be integrated into the business model. It isn't just simply something that you try to balance into the business model, but it's a very different way of thinking about this whole notion of social responsibility and how, in fact, you can actually reach the minds of those that we're trying to recruit. You heard at lunch what it is they're learning academically.
Right.
You heard also on the panel what it is that they deeply believe in. If as an employer, as you're competing for talent, you decide you're going to set that aside until you actually have the time to then make the decision to devote some energy there, they're going to be gone and they will have moved on in another direction. And so that's why I think it is so critical to think about the competition for not just, in my case, professional services, but also the competition for talent. And then how do you do that and do that well? And I think it becomes a reinforcing, integrated part of your business. And that's what we're working to achieve. There's much more we need to do at DeLoitte. We do not have this done by any stretch. There's much more we can and should do. But the direction we're moving, I'm excited about. And our people are excited about it as well.